Hi everyone, we're going to do a foam roller and trigger point quick little session today. So you will need a foam roller. If you have a full length one, that is preferable. Otherwise, if you've got a shorter one, I will cue you throughout. You'll need a towel or a strong cushion to help support your spine. And you'll also need a trigger point ball. There are lots of different options, lots of different sizes. You can have a smooth ball, spiky ball. If you don't have one of those, you can also use a golf ball or a tennis ball. We won't use anything to get started, so just onto your hands and knees. And we'll take a few gentle cat-cows just to release through your spine, lifting up through your chest, and then scoop through your tummy, tuck your chin to your chest. Inhale as you come forward, exhale under. 2 more here. And then just separate your knees a little way, stretch back into your child's pose, reach through your fingertips. From here, take 2 hands over to one side of the mat and hold your stretch there. And then both hands to the other side. And coming on up. Okay, we're going to start with your foam roller and onto your quads. So bring that roller so they're about halfway on your thighs and come on down to your elbows. Try and stay supported through the back of the shoulders so you don't want to collapse down here and let that arch happen in your lower back. So nice and lifted, nice and supported. Walk yourself forward onto your roller, rolling towards your knees, and then as far back as you're comfortable to go towards your hips. Legs are parallel. Try not to tense through your quads. Try just to relax and let it massage out through the front of the thigh there. Nice long sweeping movements, not going too slowly. One more time like this. And we're going to keep this action going. We're just going to change the feet so your heels are together, your toes are apart, so your feet are in a little froggy or a V. So a little bit of a massage through the inner thigh now. If your heels don't touch, don't worry. It might be a bit more comfortable to open them up slightly. That might help get into the inside thigh a little more. Stay supported through the back of those shoulders. Just one more like this. And then we're going to change the direction so that your toes are together and your heels are apart. And this will start to bring that roller to the outside of your thighs. And trying to keep with those long movements all the way to your knees and back to your hips. And one last time. And then bring yourselves up and over. We're going to come down the side of the leg. This one is a little bit intense. So bringing yourself right onto the side of that thigh and onto your forearm. If you like, the top leg can step forward and that can take as much weight as you need. And you can also hold your opposite arm forward and you can roll to your knee or as far up as you're comfortable and down to your hip. If you're feeling okay like this, you can stack both legs and it's a little bit more intense and rolling up to the knee and then back down to the hip. You may want to go slightly diagonally forward so you're right on that front of the quad. Otherwise, you can keep it directly on the side. Just one more here. Good. And then let's come all the way off and rotating to the other side. So bringing that thigh halfway up, again stacking the feet, or the top leg can go forward, rolling to your knee and back down to your hip. Nice long sweeping movements or balancing up. And again, if you like, you can roll slightly diagonally forward onto your quad there. Try not to tense through the legs. Just let them release one last time. Good. And then coming all the way off the roller, we're going to have a sit on the roller and do your glutes. So stepping in front, sit yourselves down onto that roller and hands reach behind you. If it's not too comfortable for you to reach your hands behind, you might want to use a wall or something to hold onto on the side. From here, there's a couple of options. Lower both knees down to one side and start to roll over that glute. So I'm going over my left glute. all the way to your sit bone and then to the hip. If this is feeling okay and you want to increase it a little bit further, that bottom leg can cross over and turn out, and then you stay down towards that knee just slightly, so you're still on that left glute entirely. Last one here, and then let's change to the other side. So again, 2 knees can drop down and you can start to roll back and forward, sit bone all the way to your hip. And if that's feeling okay, crossing that leg over, leaning towards that glute. So onto the opposite side now, you're dropping down towards whatever leg is crossed over. And last one. Good. And then have a sit on the floor on your mat in front of the roller. And we're going to lower back to go through your spine. So the roller's going to start about your mid-back, and then take the hands to the back of your head. Interlace your fingers and push your head back into the hands so you feel nice and supported. From here, you're going to press into your feet, lift your glutes off the mat, and then just start to roll up and down, keeping your chin tucked to your chest and rolling through as far on the spine as you're comfortable. Letting it really massage through your back there. Last time. And then lower your hips back down. So the roller's just underneath your underarm. Open your elbows and lower your head over as far as you can. This might be a little intense, so if it is, keep the weight of the head in your hands and just try and open your elbows where you're comfortable. Tuck your chin to your chest, bring yourself up, and you're just going to bring that roller down so it's mid-back, sort of around your rib cage there. Hands to the back of the head, and again, arching over as far as you're comfortable and letting the elbows open wide and release. And if you need, holding wherever you can and just trying to open up. Then tuck your chin to your chest, bring yourselves all the way up, and we're going to come into a lengthways roller. So the roller is going to be positioned straight down your spine. Have a sit on the base of it, making sure that your tailbone's completely supported, and then lie yourself down and make sure your head is nice and supported as well. If you've got a short roller, it's going to go for the upper section, and then you can use towels or cushions to support and lift yourself up on your lower half. From here, reach both arms up to the ceiling and then pull back open in your shoulder blades. Stabilize through your core. One arm's going to reach overhead, the other arm down by your side, and then we change. Trying to lengthen through your fingers and reach down for the floor. And just letting that roller work into your shoulder blades. And then from here, press your hands and your forearms together in front of your face. Open up like goalposts and see if you can really weight heavy. So your fingertips are aiming to arch back towards the floor there. If you're hovering up, that's totally fine. To see if you can get heavy through your fingertips. Inhale, close. Exhale, open. One more time. Hold this last one open, and then you're going to reach your arms overhead, seeing if you can trace along the floor as far down as you're comfortable, and then bring those elbows back down by your sides. Nice and open through your chest, and again, reaching up. If you find a tight spot through your shoulder blades, you can just hang out there for a moment or take your time working through that spot. Once more. And then bring your hands down by your sides, stretch your legs out long, and just focus on the hip flexor on the top there. You just want it to release over the top and relax. So try not to grip through your quads or your glutes, just letting your hips lengthen. Take a deep breath in and out. And then we're going to carefully bring yourselves all the way up. Grab onto your trigger point ball, whatever you're using, and we're going to go up against the wall. Okay guys, so trigger point balls shouldn't mark your wall. If you're worried about it, you might want to go against a slightly different surface or a glass door. Otherwise, we're going to start with the glutes. So the ball's going just in the top of the glute there. Place it against the wall, and you're doing little wiggles side to side. You're in control here, so you decide how far or how heavy you push into that ball to let it release through the glute. Try not to tense your glute, try just to relax and let it massage through the muscle. And you can lever it up and down however you need there. And then let's take that to the opposite side. So again, right into that glute, pushing up against your wall, and then just have a little roll on it. And once you get started, you'll find where it's a little bit sore or tender, or maybe too tight and needs to be released. Good, and then taking that out, we're going to go into your shoulder blades, so not on the spine, just off to the side there. Again, pressing up against the wall. This time we're going up and down, so a little bend and stretch. And again, you control how hard you press into the ball. And letting it massage through the shoulder blades, and then just wiggle yourself over to the other side. And once more, bending and stretching. And you can adjust as you need. You might feel it's a little too high or a little too low. Last one here. And then taking that ball out, pop it down on the floor, and we're going to massage out through your feet. So just step one foot onto it and roll it around a few times. Taking your time, everyone's really different with this one. So try to relax your foot, try not to tense it up. And it might be through your arch or through the ball of the foot that's a bit tender. And then changing to the other leg. Quick little roll there. And then just making sure that ball is out of the way. Feet are parallel underneath your hips. Take a deep breath in and reach up tall. On your exhale, tuck your chin, roll yourself all the way down. Feel the back of the legs and your backs completely relax and lengthen. Take a deep breath in here. Roll yourselves all the way back up the top. A few little shoulder rolls. One more reach up to the ceiling. This time interlace your fingers, press your hands up to the ceiling. Just have a little sway side to side. If you're comfortable, you can drive your hips the opposite direction and let your arms go. Have a little shake. Thank you so much for joining today, everyone. I hope you have a lovely day.